Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Art of the Oracle. So I was really guided to bring about a spread that I did for myself a while back, and it's called the Flying Bird Spread. And I've decided to do it as a 3-card pick a card reading because in this spread, the spread is shaped like a bird and it has 7 cards that come out. And but the central card is what is going to be like the here and now, the issue, the thing that is going to relate. And then the additional cards around it are how we move forward and arrive at a new awareness. So I will guide you through that reading. Right now, we are picking our birds because I have a lot of bird energy here. We're going to be using Tarot of the Owls, White Sage Tarot, which has a lot of bird energy in it, and Crow Tarot, along with this liftoff card, I'm going to call it, to guide you in. So I hope you all are doing well and that you find... So there's our first card. So this is going to be for pile number 1, White Turkey, the power to heal the earth is within you. And let's find out what is pile number 2, please. Okay, it's going to be this one. Ooh, the White Eagle. So these are really powerful beginnings because in this deck, these white are very prophetic birds in the beginning of this divine feather messenger. So there could be some very interesting energy coming through for us in this. Okay. And it's funny because I have 2 birds here for this one. And I'm going to leave this one hidden under here. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change with Oriole. And Oriole is a bird that has these deep, rich orange colors, which kind of represents fire or creativity, which there's a lot of that energy in the month of April. So for reading number 1, we are going to bring in the White Turkey. This will be your starting point. So you can choose the White Turkey for pile number 1, the White Eagle for pile number 2, the connection to the divine guidance is within you. Or in the third reading, you'll have 2 cards, one hidden, a new creative venture is on the horizon. Again, I will have separate, I have some tea leaf fortune cards that we'll draw at the very end. And then we have very unique tarot cards. So it'll be mainly tarot pull for each one of these. So I look forward to showing and guiding you through the Flying Bird Spread. Pick your card and let's begin. And if you're feeling drawn to all 3, then you can certainly get some information from anything that you're drawn to. So I'll be right back. All right, reading number 1. This is all about White Turkey and it's the power to heal the earth. So are you a sign that is really drawn to what's going on in the world right now and find yourself being attracted more and more into nature? And are you feeling the energy of the moment through the trees and the air? If you are, I mean, I completely understand because that's the way I feel right now, is that I'm feeling a deep connection with all of nature. And I've begun to hear information from the trees and just things around me feel alive in a way that they never have before. The White Turkey is, it's an earth and air element. So it is grounding, but yet about receiving information from the earth itself. So it brings in messages from what the earth is going through right now. You may find a deep connection or feeling your body very kind of tingly, like what is going on. Like you can literally feel the energy of the earth within your very being. So I'm going to read a little bit about what it says. This is around purity and healing for probably you as well as the earth, because when you have a connection to something, there is something probably within you healing that is also helping the earth heal and move forward. And I think that's true in all of our healing, that it helps everything around us when we can heal. So the connection to the earth and your need and desire to receive healing is divinely guided as you focus on earth healing, whether through the environment, blessing the land, the water, or contributing to some other effort, you will assist in the healing of your own personal earth energies. So if you're earth sign, you may be feeling kind of destabilized in the month of April because there's so much fire energy wanting you to move, 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 move. But as an earth energy, you like to ground in. So follow your instincts. Follow what feels right to you. And that's what this is bringing in. It says that there could be a new type of abundance. You could notice like something being energized within your own body or something being healed within your family. The white turkey comes to assist you as a mirror. As you heal the earth, you heal yourself. So what a beautiful way to start. So with your reading, we are using the Owl Tarot, the Tarot of the Owls. So let's ask for reading number 1. We're going to ask for 7 cards. I'm going to ask for the first card, please. I'm feeling that it needs a little bit additional. Yeah, some air in here, just like the birds, you know. Birds are meant to fly. They're meant to be part of the earth and that realm, but of the air realm, obviously, in ways that we can't see. So, okay, so there we go. So this is the beginning of your message. Okay, so I'm going to use this as the 6 of Wands. This is going to be your liftoff card. This is going to be card number 2, or number 2 and number 3. And then I'm going to get the rest of the cards, and then we'll talk about what we're seeing. So we need card number 4, please. There we go. So we have 4, 5, 6, and 7. And let's see that we can see. I'm going to bring everything in a little bit so you can hopefully see all these cards the way they were meant to be. And I hope you can see this, but this is like a bird in flight. And we already have this power to heal with the earth energy here with you. Now, the 6 of Wands is a very interesting energy. The 6 is about earthly things, which is what we're bringing in here. It's generally around a celebratory thing, like you're being seen and noticed for something. It is something that you would have done on achievement that you would have made within either work or your family or something like that. So this is the here and now. This is the energy that it's asking you to focus on, is to feel the power and the connection that you have to what you're doing right now. If you're feeling really good about where you're going in your life path, it shows itself through the 6 of Wands, because this is a fiery card, which is what April is all about. It's showing you that either if you haven't experienced this recognition, that is what this whole month is going to be showing you. If it's not on an outwardly level, it could be inwardly, that you are starting to see what you've been doing and feel pretty good about that, because you're surrounded by different energy in the liftoff card. The second card is around, it's kind of a resistance to this, which is related to money. And so you could be thinking that the only way that you can find or feel true recognition is through money, and it's not. So money can hold you back and not allow you to fly. That's what this card is all about, is what are you afraid of becoming bigger than who you are right now? You have a lot of skills. That's what the 6 of Wands is showing you. You can see here, this is like the laurel, which is showing victory, and everyone around you is benefiting from the things that you're bringing into the world. And but when you're only looking at the financial resources, or if you're in a place or a location that doesn't quite feel right and you feel like you have to stay there, then this is the fear of flying. Now, the 9 of Pentacles on a whole is a really beautiful card. The 9 of Pentacles on its own is asking you to see the fruits of your labor. So that's what this card is showing you, is that you have a lot of things that you can look at and feel really good about. But this is in the fear or the resistance card. So something related to what you're doing is part of the resistance. Maybe you don't really love what you're doing, even though you're getting a lot of accolades around it and a lot of money around it, but it doesn't feel like the true you. And so you're afraid to let it all go, because who are you without it? Which brings us to the response card to this resistance. So this is the Hierophant, which the Hierophant is around giving you a key or information for you to be able to rise into a different awareness. So that is the response to this feeling of a resistance around it. It's like if you have something in your world that you're doing that is really working for you, but yet you are feeling drawn for some sort of higher learning and higher education, this is what this card is saying. It's saying, yes, there is something more, but what I'm hearing is that it's not what you think it is. It's not in a traditional masculine way where you go and you get this certificate and this certificate and then you get better and better and better. There is more for you to learn. And because this is a very masculine card, it is showing the need for you to rise into something that brings you I'm going to say more stability in yourself, not in your job, because I kind of feel like you have that, or not in your community or your environment. I feel like you have the stability, but there's something within you that kind of feels a need to go into a new direction or to learn something new, and follow that. But don't limit yourself to only the things that would be like the next step sort of things. That there's something that is wanting you to go into a different path that requires a new you awareness, so to speak. And I hope this is making sense, because this is really a beautiful reading for you. So we go to the next card, which is our support card, our intuition, our responsibilities, what we feel intuitively, and what helps us kind of stay in that intuitive nature. And what's important for you right now is being in community or family or in group settings, that really charges and creates this almost spark of intuitive awareness. Like you probably really feel beautiful or lit up when you're in your family dynamics, or when you're in the environment around working with other people. And that's what this is all about, is like you can change lives within the dynamic of recognizing as you move ahead. That's the power of this white turkey energy, is healing yourself. Then you also heal others, you heal the earth. You have a lot to offer the world in what you do. The pentacles, which you have a lot of pentacles here, is around the earthly things that you're doing. And it's a pretty balanced reading. And it's interesting because here at the end, like you have 7 cards, and 3 of these cards are major arcana cards, which means right now there's a major shift happening. And as you stare at this card, right, you're looking at the bird, right, as it is. So you're seeing that the wings, if one side is flapping harder than the other side, if the masculine side of things is working too hard, then the feminine side doesn't get a chance to really express her intuitive nature. So that's what this is all about. This is about the intuitive things that come to you that just feel natural and feel like you, which relate to your inner circle, your ability to work with your immediate surroundings, your family, your job, things like that. So let's go to the other side of it. And this is the external, right? So this is like an internal thing, the things that you feel very natural and intuitive to you. This is the external things, which is the 7 of Swords. And generally when you see the swords energy, it's around the swords, it's related to some sort of communication, some sort of thought or awareness. And you can see it's standing right next to the Hierophant, which is around higher awareness and wisdom. But in the Seven of Swords, it's asking you to change again, like I was feeling in this card. It's asking you to change the way you're thinking about things. He's taking, in this card here, you can see he's grabbed up the majority of the swords, but some things he's just left behind. And it's interesting that this artist has showed these two swords crossing each other. When the swords are open, you can receive the things that, you know, are important or information coming in. When they're crossed, it means that you can't see something. And this one has completely been abandoned. So it's asking you to make some real clear choices around what it is that you want to do, using your intuitive nature to really find out what is the most important thing, which I think it's around kind of community, family, these kind of things, being within a group. You're not one of these people that wants to fly it solo and do all alone. But if you are somebody that can work and get like a clear perspective and then share it with others, this could also be what this is showing, right? So the Seven of Swords is this needing to change your thoughts and the way you're thinking. Like you may have some past way of thinking or information that came in that thought that that's the way you were supposed to do everything. And so the Seven of Swords is asking you to leave old things behind and take some of the bits and pieces of what is working and then move forward. With that, you can see he's going to the future. So the last card we have on your liftoff spread in the position here is the relaxation and acceptance is what this is. This is about what it is that you, like the tips of the wings. As the wings come out, they literally like lift and allow this new awareness. So this is a very masculine energy with the Emperor. So the 4 card is around stability. It's around creating something in terms of being able to bring it into your space. As you can see, this whole side here, which is the receiving, is around money, working with others, stability. Knowing how to work within a masculine system is very important because the entire world is full of masculine systems. And if we're working within it, out in having a day-to-day job, a lot of times that's exactly what's happening, is that we have to follow this system. As you can see, there's a new dawn, a new day here. There is a higher awareness and wisdom within the Emperor card, where he understands the rules of the masculine system, but also can follow his intuitive nature to be able to get the thing done that he needs, creating stability in the whole life. And as you see on the other card, it's like a new level of awareness is going to come through, because I think what this is showing is not just the strength of what this card represents. Card number 8 is infinite ability to receive what you need. The strength is coming in the wisdom that you're receiving through this new awareness of being able to let go of what isn't working. This is a very, very powerful reading for you, pile number 1, about your power to heal, your power to heal not only maybe your body and the earth, but the community around you, and be able to really get into your power. And you do that through recognizing that sometimes the earthly things that are kind of holding you in place, just loosen the grip a little bit. Like maybe you can release some of the things so you can receive some of the other things. You know, your thoughts around the things are part of the things that will let go and drop off. And when that happens, you'll really be able to extend your wings and be the strength and be the powerhouse that you were meant to be in this world at this time. This is a very empowering month for you. I hope you feel it as much as I'm feeling it in this card spread. So until tomorrow, have a beautiful day. And if you liked this message, then give it a thumbs up. All right, so if you've chosen White Eagle, the connection to divine guidance is within you, and this is your reading. So with White Eagle, obviously there is a higher awareness, which is what eagle represents. But there's also, when it's the White Eagle, it feels like it's a divine awareness, something that is coming in from a level of like the heavens, the divine source of all things. And it's here to kind of share with you that there is something more than what is happening right in your like outwardly vision or your world. And you may already be feeling these deep connections that you don't quite understand yet, or maybe you do. Maybe you're starting to see things on a different level. Maybe you're becoming more intuitive, or your clairs are opening up. And clairs are your ability to clearly either feel something that is very different and unique, or to see something, or to just know something. That's what this new higher awareness and a connection is all about. So it's a totem, and it's associated with being able to get higher wisdom and guidance through. You could be hearing things from, you know, trees and elementals, but you could be hearing from your spirit guide or something of a higher nature that you haven't been exposed to, because it is a source of your soul purpose and what you're here to do on the earth. So whatever this information is coming in, lean into it if you're feeling that it feels like it opens your heart and it creates this expanse for you. So the message here, it's a fire element, by the way, and we're going into April, and there's a lot of fire energy coming into April, but it's also fire and air, obviously, because it's a bird, which when you think about what does air do, is it literally fuels fire and creates more of fire, right? So it could be that there's an activation for you coming in the month of April that is bringing about these new awarenesses with this energies coming together and creating something that you hadn't seen before about your purpose here on the planet, or what you really came here to do. And it's asking you to come into alignment with that. And it's interesting that this flying bird spread is that. So the foundation of your reading is about, these cards are going to help you hopefully to understand more about how to rise into this purpose that you are, and that you can that you're now ready, is really what I'm hearing, is that don't be afraid to be you and to rise into this new energy. It says, when we are in service for the highest good, it is a call to follow our soul's true path here on earth. The white eagle delivers a message that it's time to come into alignment with that purpose. We are all being called to awaken at this time and to receive our divine inheritance. So it's time to let go of fear and just move ahead, stepping into your power. And sometimes that feels tricky, stepping into your power. So, but it is asking you to expand from where you are, and to see if there are gifts that you can utilize that have been coming in to assist you, because you have gifts and guidance that's all around you. All right, so we are now going to use, for your reading, we're using the Crow Tarot. So let's ask for, we need 7 cards here in your flying bird spread to help you to soar through April at your highest self. And with this beautiful white eagle, I mean, that's a pretty good way to start. So let's ask for the 7 cards that we need. And there we go with 1. And I'm going to get all 7 and then read them from there. So let's ask for cards 2. Okay. And 3. It's funny, I was hearing that in my head. So there's 2 and there's 3. And I'm feeling like these 2 cards slid off. So there is 4 and there is 5. So we need 2 more cards. Let me make sure that this is coming in. Some of these cards are a little bit wider than others. Okay, so let's ask for the final 2 cards in your spread, the 6 and 7, please. Wow, I'm feeling like there's a lot that really wants to be said for you. So, okay, look at that. Of course, because all of these cards came out in the end, which is really too much. But we're going to take them in 3 and 3. So we're going to go, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so maybe that's the way they were meant to be. So 3 over here and 2 over here for your final messages here. So let's see. Oh, what is this card? Okay, so this card I just feel like has something to do with these two, or maybe that was part of this one. Okay, so where they've landed is where we're going to read them. And we're going to move from there. So the first card on the liftoff in the flying bird spread is where you are right now. What is the energy that you're facing as we step into this month of April? And it is all about fire. The wands are about creativity. It's the beginning of something new. There's a golden pathway here leading to something different. But sometimes we are afraid of that. So in your very beginning here, it's asking you to be aware that there's new energy carrying you forward. It is where it's the root of all beginning in this month, and something is coming in to help you. I feel like because of this white eagle and the connection and the guidance, something is coming in to perhaps allow you to see things a little bit different, right? And when we have this card right here, which is the resistance card next to it, there's the 4, which is around stability. And this is around taking a break. This is around putting down your thoughts and just kind of like everybody's waiting for this bird to get up and come outside and be a part of everything else, or to listen to what's going on. And the bird is kind of taking a break. And because it's your resistance card, I think that you're tired right now and you're feeling like you can't do anymore. You're just overwhelmed by things that are going on around you and you feel like you can't do it. And so this is like you not stepping into your power. This is you resisting because you feel like you can't. And all of these cards in this reading are here to help you to see that once you kind of right yourself, you get up, take a deep breath, and lean into what's going on, then you're going to see it in a new way, because this is the response card to this fear. This card number 7, which is all around choices. And this is around, earthly things. So you have a lot of choices right now on where you can go. And that could also be overwhelming and keeping you in this position where you feel like you don't know where to go. And you're just like, I'm just not going to do anything because I can't figure anything out. But it's really because you have this beautiful inner knowing, and things, my guess, are coming to you in a way to help you get started on this new path, but yet you don't want to because you're just in a little bit of overwhelm. And there are a lot of choices around you right now, but you can do this. You can move into this moment and this time, because the response is for you to be able to look at where you are. You really have to assess, what are the choices and options that I have? Why aren't I moving? Because these two birds are kind of looking back. It's wanting you to look at what you've been doing and then to kind of decide, what is it that you truly want? And you can know what you want by seeing where you've been, right? You see the path that you've been on, because this is around taking something forward in a new way. An eagle, from this huge perspective point, and the guidance coming into you right now, is asking you to really pick something. Pick something to move forward, and the path will open up and become clear. If it's not the choice that's the best for you, then you'll be rerouted into the one that is, because you have the Sun card, which is your support card. This is the card that is telling you that you have what you need. The Sun is one of the happiest cards in the deck. And again, we're mirroring this divinity with the white horse. This is the year of the horse. And this is like electrifying the horse energy. It's saying that you can move forward with what you need. You don't have to race forward, but you have the guidance that you need to be able to liberate. And I'm seeing these white feathers here as well. So you may have a lot of guardian angel energy around you, or you may be getting little clues and things. That's what I'm getting from this Ace of Wands, your liftoff point. It's like you're getting information, but you may just be too tired or resisting. That's what I feel like this card is about, a resistance. And you're literally not paying attention to what is coming in for you because of you maybe being caught up in things outside in the world and you can't handle what is being gifted to you right now. But it's asking you really with this 7 card to make a choice, a decision, and you'll be guided along this decision point because the sun is coming in to support you, to support your intuition. It will illuminate what you need to know. Now, on the other side of this, this is the external. This is the action, and this is around information. But this is, as you can see, it kind of feels like a tumultuous card because there's a lot of snow or a lot of things that are running around, and the swords are all pointing down. So what this is telling me is that this is air energy, and that there's lots of thoughts and things that have been in your mind, but they're all downward. They're not up to receive more information. This is about you dealing with the information that's at hand right now. So it's asking you to deal with what you already know, to deal with kind of like those little demons that are rolling around in your head, saying things that are keeping you in this position here of not being able to move. That you can move, that you have the ability to move. And see, this energy here, this 8 of Wands, is upside down because it's saying that you can become unstuck. There's no reason that what's coming for you, especially with all of this divine guidance that's coming in, is that you're going to be liberated from what you can't see, what you feel stuck by, what you're going around in your head in these loops of, feeling like everything is the same and you can't get out of it. You can. That's what this card is coming in to show, is that you can liberate yourself from your belief systems or old way of thinking. That's what the 6 of Swords is. It's the old way of thinking. It's things that you already know. It's not new information. It's dealing with what you already know and kind of liberating it, because that's what this card is about. It's being able to accept. The Judgment card is about liberation, to be able to accept the things that you've gone through and to feel yourself rising off the past. These are little cairns, which are, they're made of rocks, which is experiences. And as you place more and more rocks on, it's a beautiful symbol of being able to rise into new awareness and rise into new heights. That's what this Judgment card is. And then we have a lot of Cups energy, which is around your heart and your intuition. So it's saying liberate your heart. Liberate. This is a new beginning in love. So if you're looking for some partner to come in for you, it could possibly be that, to accept that somebody wants to come in to help you, or to accept your own ability to love in a new way. That's what this liberation card here is at the very end. So I'm going to let these kind of show you here. It's hard to let them all see. Let's see if you can see them in here. Yeah, because there's a lot of information for you. This Judgment card is literally liberating you. You have the Sun and you have the Judgment, or the Sun and the Judgment card, which is like this beautiful way to see and be. And this King energy is when you are at the pentacle of being able to understand who you are in your heart-spaced awareness, because we also have another King on the other side, which is your thoughts, your way of receiving information. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles, which this is around achievement on the day-to-day level and being able to see that. And I see these 2 birds staring at each other. So this is a new level of awareness, where your thoughts have been cleared away from this old way of thinking, from this feeling of being trapped, from this feeling of perhaps that you are too little to make a difference or something like that, that keeps you, it's kind of a safe place where you don't move. But that's not what this month is all about. This month is about you stepping into the power and receiving this amazing information that is coming down from the spirit world, that wants you to connect into who you really are and what you're here to do. And that's why I think this King energy is showing up right here at the end. It's telling you that this is what this is all about. The arrival at a new level of a new awareness for you. This is a very powerful reading for you, pile number 2. So lean into April. Don't be afraid of what the outside world is saying. Lean into who you are. You have what you need for this new beginning. You have what you need. You have the sun and the eagle and this divine information coming in. You'll be liberated from these past old ways of confusion and feeling like your choices are somewhat limited. So lean into what you're receiving, and yeah, and to fly. So thank you for being here. Reading number 2. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye now. Hello, pile number 3. This is for you. It's very exciting. These readings have been quite amazing. This is a spread around the flying bird, helping you to step into the information and awareness as we go into April. So you've already started out with 2 cards. You have the Oriole, which is showing you this kind of fiery creative energy coming in with this creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. Now, when I go into the guidebook, let me get in here and see what the Oriole brings in. A lot of O birds, like, let's see. Oriole. So this is air and fire again. So this is around fueling this creative time that's coming in, which is what April is all about. It brings in happiness, new projects, and creativity. It alerts you to a positive change that's coming in, and you're being urged to kind of see it as a positive thing. It may be something different. That's what I'm feeling, is that it may be something that you're not used to, perhaps, and maybe it's fear. So look at this. We have the condor. Now, when I was in Peru, the condor is like the eagle and just is this very sacred bird. It's a massive bird that flies among these peaks, among sacred mountains and spaces that very few can travel. So the condor is coming in, everything, each one of these readings, this is your main kind of energy that's coming in for you in April, and then we'll see how you can take better advantage of it. And the first 2 cards, they were incredible, like white, divine, and this is like the same energy. It's a divine, highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. The condor literally is limited by nothing. It soars high. So it's asking you to take, it's like has your back. It's asking you to take this next level and to see past like obstacles or something. See, move past any hurdles. And that's one of the things that it says here in the Oriole. It says, if you have a tendency to only see obstacles, this is a huge, huge message that it's, that's just keeping you small, and that's not who you are, that you are somebody that really has what you need to be this condor, divine inspiration for yourself and others. See, it flies high overhead and soars inward to urge you to see the broad vision of your life. So use the power of color in art, which is really what Oriole was bringing in the inspiration to create. It urges you to see like inspiration in everything around you, and to have this vision of what the condor has, which is so high. And not to limit yourself is really what this is about. So make sure that you take time to see what's coming in for you to you right now, especially in nature. Know that you are now exactly where you were meant to be. So this represents improvement, power, and adaptability. Now we have the cards coming in for your flying bird spread are the White Sage Tarot, and they're already showing themselves. So the first card here is the 10 of Wands. That's card number 1, and Knight's energy is upside down here, which is card number 2. I'm going to lay out all the cards in the spread before we go. So this is card 3. Let's ask for card. Okay, we have card. We're going to do 4 and 5. We need 2 more cards, please, to finish off this reading and begin analyzing what we get. So 6 and 7, please. The last 2 cards for reading number 3. Okay. Oh, there they are. That and that. There we go. Okay, so there's 6 and 7, and this one is falling out, which tells me that there's maybe something else in there for you as well. So let's begin. We have this incredible foundation of creativity, higher awareness, strength, abundance, higher vision, moving past any hurdles. And the interesting thing, the very first card, which is saying this is where you are right now, is like this is the ending. You have all of this things. So the wands are around what you've already been creating, what you've been working with. And it's like everything coming together at one time. Tens are around endings and beginnings. So you could be either feeling all of the weight of all of what you've been working on or what you've been doing, like the weight of the world right now, you're feeling it. But it is also the end of that feeling. So if you're in that state of feeling like, oh my gosh, it's just too much, I can't go anywhere, I just feel very limited and all tied up, it's okay. That's exactly where you were meant to be, is feeling this, because when this bird takes flight, you are going to be liberated from that. And this is what this year is all about. This is 2026, which is 10, which reduces to 1, which is 10, which is reduces to 1. So you are here at this moment to feel what this is all about, because it is also the liberation. It is the point now for you to move through the rest of this year, really soaring to new heights and to be what you came here to be, which is this creative, positive change maker, somebody that really understands and holds a higher awareness because you've been through so much struggle in your world, in your life. So let's see where this flight is really taking us. So the next card is the resistance card. And knights are all around movement. And this would be around like moving towards this heart opening, which you in this space are not allowing to move forward. So the resistance here is the resistance to moving towards this heart-based energy. Perhaps that you have been hurt in the past and that you feel like you can't be that vulnerable. You just can't open yourself up. I mean, look where you've been. You've had all of this stuff shoved on you for so long. You don't know maybe how to open your heart. But the resistance card is the fear of flying. It's the fear of being hurt again. And it's okay, but it cannot be paralysis for you. That's what this is all about. Moving past this and into this state of righting the night and allowing love and your open-heartedness to move forward. Because the second card here is the response to that, is saying that something is changing in your world right now, and you're going to see it on a day-to-day basis. That's what the Ace of Pentacles brings out. It's a day-to-day change that comes from you, or it helps you to release the fear. Something that you're going to see is going to prove to you that it's okay to open your heart and to move forward. It's okay to feel and to lean into your intuitive nature and to feel what love and guidance feels like without having to do anything. Just for being you, you can receive all that. And that's what the Ace of Pentacles is bringing in. It may be something that you've never felt before. As a matter of fact, I would probably guess that because you've had so much to deal with on a day-to-day basis, perhaps these things have felt like something completely outside of you, but they're not. It's exactly what is meant to be right now, for you to step into your power and to move past, because a positive change is here on the horizon for you. That's what April is all about. But it's gonna probably come in a little bit heavier than you'd like. But don't worry. Don't let that derail anything for you. Just see it, step back of it, and see that, wow, everything is coming together, because this energy is now compacted because it's ending. Okay, so let's move forward in the spread and see what this is. So this is your intuitive side. This is the 6 of Pentacles here. So this is the card that comes after loss, when you feel like, oh my God, nothing is really working out for me. This is when you finally have a little bit more again. So intuition coming in, support coming in for you. This is the feminine side of it. Something is coming in to help you get your balance back again. And when you have that balance, I feel like you probably have a giving nature and can give to others. That's what this is about, is receiving and giving out. Don't hold on to things. Let it flow through you. That's what this card is representing. And you have the center, you have this center ribbon here, which is showing your solar plexus energy. It's like your inner sun, your ability to see that you have a lot of value. It's how you feel about yourself and how you present yourself to the world. So something is going to help you do that in a new way that's going to be a little bit more balanced than what you've been noticing. As you can see here, we're starting off with all this heavy weighted energy, but you have a lot of pentacles, which is around what you're doing, how you're moving forward. It could be related to money. It could be related to your family and how you move about in this worldly realm. We have the Four of Pentacles, which is, generally speaking, it's a celebratory card. Again, you have this fire energy coming through, which is mimicked in both of these birds with the black and the red-orange energy, which is showing that you can balance both sides of things. And the reason why the red head is here is it's yes, all of this black energy sometimes feels, or the color of black feels something unknown, but that's okay. It's like we don't have to know everything to be able to feel the stability of who we are. The Four of Pentacles is bringing that in. It is saying that with this inner awareness of this new balancing of things in your world, you now are going to intellectually understand that you are safe, supported, and protected. And it's time to celebrate that, because perhaps you've not done that in the past. You've not celebrated your small victories because you have felt like it was almost like you can't lean into it. That's this reversed Knight Cup energy, is that you can't lean into it because you're afraid of getting heartbroken again, or you're afraid to open yourself up. You're afraid to count on anything because you don't, or you haven't had that in the past. Well, this is saying that you can count on that. Now, the interesting thing is that these two cards at the very end, when the wings lift off, there is something that just kind of liberates at the very end. You have air energy right here. You have Six of Swords and Ten of Swords. And this is around information that you're coming in. So what's coming into you. The Six, again, is after the Five, which is around mixed information and not getting everything. You're still getting that at the very end of this month. You're going to feel like you're getting mixed information that could be a little bit confusing for you. See, we have this purple ribbon coming down asking you to go within and to know that this stability that has been happening in these things. So it's almost like something from the past kind of tries to come back in and confuse you a little bit. But what it's really doing, if you stay into your space, is it's separating. So it's like when the fog clears and all of a sudden everything becomes clear, that's what this intuitive higher awareness, leaning into it. It's asking you to know that this is here. So if things get confusing towards the end of the month, it's asking you to accept this guidance that's coming in for you, to tap into your highest wisdom. That's the purple around your third eye or crown chakra, allowing higher guidance to come in. Because the 10, as we began this whole thing, is the ending of this confusing state of you getting lots of information in. That's the end of this. And I love that this particular card has the green ribbon that's flowing through it, because that's the heart-based energy. That's the heart-based allowing you to liberate your heart from all the chaos of what was. The 10 is about letting go and beginning something in a new way. Now, we had this card that just kind of fell out with everything else. And this is the 5. This is around heartbreak. And again, that's kind of what I was feeling in this, is that you had not been able to fully open yourself up because of this heartbreak. So I feel like that because it's coming out at this time, is that it's showing that perhaps you have some thoughts around something that's happened in the past that needs to be liberated and will be liberated, like old pain, old heartache that had kept you kind of not being able to move forward. That is something that you're going to have to look at, and there'll be new awareness around what that is. That's what this is the ending of this old way of thinking and the old way of being, and then allowing new information to come in. And I feel like it's going to change a little bit about how you feel about yourself and how you played the role that you played in all of this. Now, I had the tea leaf cards that I had out for everybody, but I did not feel the need to grab them in any of these readings, but I do for you. So the boot is coming out, and it says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Yeah, so don't be afraid to move forward in whatever you're moving. So this is just like okay, so the beetle card is here to tell you that good fortune is coming in, and I'm going to put it over here because the scarab is a very sacred animal, like the condor is, and I feel like they're working together. Now we have the crown, which is saying honor and respect will come to you, and I feel like that is part of what, and look at that, your final card here is eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yeah, so this is a really incredible message for you. So don't, but it is time for you to look at this thing that kind of made you feel a little bit broken and kind of kept you, that I work in energy therapy, so, which is why I say energy a million times in my readings, please forgive me. But they kind of hold you in a space that when you release it, liberates so much. I mean, it's amazing how we allow things from the past, old things, to keep us tethered in one particular space. This is saying there's liberation coming from that. And that's why you have all this incredible energy around you of being able to move forward, having good fortune, overcoming obstacles. That's the third time in your reading. So just know when something comes in threes, it's coming in a big way to help you see the positive change, to get past the hurdles, because triumph over all these troubles is what April is all about for you. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have an amazing month, and until tomorrow, I love doing these readings, and until tomorrow, I hope that you begin to see and get out of your head, and that you begin to see how amazing you are and how many gifts and how much is trying to come in for you. So have a great day. Bye now.